Live from Detroit. We got our boys in there. They're all green. They are ready to represent the New York Jets, the fan base right there. Jet Green Santa and Vinny, welcome aboard. Thank you for joining me. I'm rehabbing from a really bad injury for my left knee. Thank you so much for coming up. What's going on in Detroit, fellas?
How's it going?
What's going on, guys?
I'm amped up, man. What are we doing? Are we moving up? We're staying put? Are we going back? This is all in, buddy.
I've been getting that question all day long. I tell you, the hardest thing to even guesstimate, for the simple reason you don't know who's going to be there at 10. I mean, go back to not to bring up bad drafts or whatever, but remember when we got Darnold? Everybody was convinced Browns are taking Darnold. We're going to get stuck with Mayfield at 3.
Right.
And what happened? So there's no way of knowing who's going to be there. That being said, if Bowers is on the board, he's supposed to be a generational talent. I don't see passing on him.
Right.
If he's not there, I'd be a fan of trading back and loading up some offensive line because, we had some top picks in the past few years for offensive line and didn't exactly pan out. I mean, AVT is sensational, but injury prone. Mackay, man, I was the biggest proponent of that guy, and what happened? He let me down. I wish him luck, but I don't know. But yeah, we need that '06 class of Mangold and Ferguson. That's what we need.
That was a nice class, man. I remember that. Now, listen, can you pan around the camera because all of our viewers, we feel like we are there, and the draft is like no other spectacle. I'm telling you, I went to the.
We're live in New York. We're live on a podcast here.
Oh, Detroit City, baby. Who else? We got a Vikings. Whoa! Is that the North, the NFC North congregation there?
NFC North over here.
Whoa! How do you guys get along? Let me see that.
Got the Vikings.
Oh my goodness!
Whoa!
They're all here. Are they? Yeah.
So we got everybody here.
That is awesome. Now, you know what, Jets fan, Santa and Vinny, I have a proponent. And I have something for you guys here. When was the last time that, as a Jet fan, you could finally say, we're just a player or two away from winning the whole thing? Isn't that what we're living in right now? We're just.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I may be delusional, but I feel that way every single year that we're winning. In fact, I don't know if you saw the interview with me and Steve Overmeyer on CBS. You can find it on. You can find out at Jet Green Santa on Instagram. But I was convinced last year, week 1, I booked the Super Bowl the day that Aaron Rodgers signed with us.
Right.
And then Steve called me out on it in mid-January. He said, "Hey, I'm coming out to Vegas. I want to see if you're still there." And he showed up and he interviewed me out in Vegas.
Listen, we're close. I think we're very, very close this year.
Fuck no, I'm
very close.
We're not close. We're there. It's happening. I'm currently, my wife, give me this phone. My wife is currently at home trying to book New Orleans because it's 100% on. It's not even a question at this point. We're going.
Doesn't this feel like 98? Doesn't that seem like we're winning? We're going the whole way. This
feels like 68 on steroids. Not only are we going to win, it ain't going to be some 16-7 victory. We're going to win 160 to maybe 2. Maybe we give them a safety at the end of the game just to run out the clock. Just
exactly.
This is, and I don't know who that's going to be. We can play the top 3 teams. The NFC doesn't even need to have playoffs. You can just take like your top 3 seeds, and we're gonna let you all interchange like a Pro Bowl team against the Jets. We're winning the whole damn thing. Take that to the bank.
The bank, baby. And I share that same sentiment, man. The same thing. We're winning the whole thing. Get amped up because I think tonight there is going to be a blockbuster trade. Huge
I
trade.
think we are moving up and going to get Marvin Harrison. I think you need that playmaker and go give Rodgers another weapon. Listen, the whole line, it works, but there's a lot of depth still out there. You could bring back Makai, you could bring back McGovern, you could bring back Bakhtiari. You know, go get that weapon to put next to Garrett Wilson, and let's go to work.
I should have gave the disclaimer. I should have gave the disclaimer. Vinny is the logic. I'm the emotion. All right, so just keep that. Everybody has to put a little salt in it. What I said.
It's a great combination of both of you. Now, Vinny, I'm going to take yours to the next level. I'm one of those where a lot of Jet fans agree. You do what you can in order to move to number 4 because there is a for sale sign there with the Cardinals.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not 100% that they're taking Marvin Harrison. They are not. So, with that being said, I'm going to give you a trade proposal. Tell me if you think that the Cardinals would take this. Are you ready?
Yep.
This year's 10th overall.
Yep.
This year's both 4th rounders and next year's 1st.
I would 100% do it because this, you know, Joe Douglas, Salah, they all know you made that Aaron Rodgers move to go all in. You know, you were okay giving up next year's, you know, this year's 2nd round pick or 1st round pick, whatever it was. And you know you went all in to build to win. Like that window is right now. You won't have another year if you don't get it done this year. And I think they're going into the draft knowing that. And you know, they're fighting for their jobs too on the line. So I think that's going to be a big part of it as well.
They got to be aggressive, Vinny. Now, is there a Vikings fan there? Because I want to ask them a question.
There is a Vikings fan.
Let me see.
And somewhere. Where'd he go? Where'd that Vikings fan go?
I think Jets Twitter is going to go ape shit on me for what I'm about to propose. Because we're all in this year.
Here we go. We got Vikings.
All right. Yo, what's up, man? What's going on? Boss? I'm just glad that you're not a Patriots fan. So much respect to you. And I'm wearing purple for you guys. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm wearing purple for you guys.
Awesome.
Now, can I ask you a question? Would you take this trade, the Jets' 10th overall pick and next year's 1st for Justin Jefferson?
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
I think JJ's still worth at least 2 firsts.
Yeah, that's what we're giving you.
But I don't want to get rid of him.
But if that would happen, would you feel, all right, you know what, at least we got 2 first rounders.
What's that? Sorry.
At least would you feel comfortable as a Vikings fan if we do give you that trade proposal? 10th overall and next year's 1st.
I don't think I take it. I don't think so. JJ is too important to our system.
Okay.
I don't think we can get rid of him.
All right, I'm just throwing it out there because, you know, draft night, anything is possible. Look at A.J. Brown. Nobody had A.J. Brown going to the Eagles, and the Eagles came out of nowhere. I mean, A.J. Brown was pegged to the Jets to be given away for our 10th, who we got Garrett Wilson. So with that being said, I mean, anything is on the table, man. You know, I mean, I love Justin Jefferson. That one-handed catch that he did up in Buffalo on that 4th down, that was a beast catch. Beast.
Unreal.
You know?
But, yeah, I think I'm with. I think I believe Kwesi when he said there never crossed his mind trading JJ.
Okay. All right. I hear you. Listen, man, it was a pleasure speaking to you. Go Vikings, dude. Go Skol.
Skol.
That was fantastic. So would you do it, Vinny? Would you? Let's say if JJ's there, man.
I would do it because he's still young. I mean, you're going to have to pay him regardless. Like I said, your future's right now. You know, not making the playoffs for 14 years. There's no more time to see how, you know, draft picks pan out. Go get the for sure guys. You know, we watched this, you know, over and over between drafting receivers late, Stephen Hill, whoever. You know, we have a long list of busts, you know, in the later rounds.
Right.
You know, you got to get guys in here, man. It's time to win. The fans deserve it most. You know, we've been suffering for a long time, and it's time. Like the time's now.
I agree, man.
And the GM and coach, you know, we keep resetting, new QB, new coach, new GM. You know, no more of that. Like you have to make this team win now.
Well, just like Santa Jet said, he's 100% right. This is right now. This is the opportunity to win the Super Bowl right now. And every Jet fan, every single Jet fan has to have that feeling inside their hearts that the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl this year. The window is as tight as it can be. Last year, unfortunate that, Rodgers went down. This is year 2 of Rodgers. We have the firepower. We have a brick wall in front of him. And now we filled up so many gaps before Easter. Right before Easter, we filled up all the gaps. Here we are at the draft, where anything is possible. At 10, we can trade up and we can get a Joe Alt. We can get a Marvin Harrison. It's not off the table. Or we can move back. We could go back with the Raiders. The Raiders are high with Michael Penix. No one even fathomed that. No one even was talking about Penix in the first round. Move back, acquire a second-round pick, or even with the Vikings. The Vikings are also hot for a quarterback. If J.J. McCarthy comes down, all the way down to 10, expect that number 10th pick will be auctioned between the Broncos, the Vikings, and the Raiders. I'm telling you, the Jets are in a perfect position, and this draft is loaded with weapons. I mean, even you get a second-round pick. Think of this. Let's say we move down to like where the Raiders are. We pick up Fuaga. Then in the second round, we get Xavier Leggett. Dude, how can you not go wrong with that?
Absolutely. We just added like 700 pounds to the offensive line. I love it.
I mean, come on. And look at Big Fella. Big Fella's saying, go get Knoble.
Yep.
I don't think Knoble, he doesn't get out of the top 3.
Yeah,
honestly.
No.
I don't think so. I don't
see it.
Oh man, we got all right. You know what? We're gonna invite some fans onto here. Are you guys? What other fans do you see out there?
A lot of Lions. You got some Pittsburgh. Wait, do you guys have the flex or no?
Yo, let me talk to a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, man. I'm upset with them. I'm still upset with them.
Do they have the flexor? This is a live podcast.
All right.
Hey, man.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's right.
I love it. I love it.
We got the Raiders here. Another Vikings fan. Some Browns, some Commanders.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's go back to the Commanders. I want to say,
go back to the Commanders.
Commanders, hold on.
What's happening? We're out, chill.
Do you want the name back? Do you want the name back?
What's that?
Do you want the name back?
You want the name back?
Absolutely, 100%. If I could
What
get
are
the
they
name
called?
back, I would do anything.
Yes,
Anything.
exactly. Now, let me see what the Steelers now. The Steelers.
Where's the Steelers?
Where's the Steelers? Hey,
let's
go.
Man.
I'm still mad at you, man. I'm still mad at you what you did.
What I do?
2010, you guys had no business beating us.
I don't think we looked at that. Yeah, we did.
Love you guys, man. That's awesome. Listen, man, we're going to bring up some callers real quick. And are you ready, Vinny? Are you ready to?
Yes, sir. We're good.
Live on location. Again, this is the NFL Draft live from Detroit. For all the listeners, everyone watching via live stream, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. More content coming out there. Let's go to the fans right here. Now, first and foremost, we're going to go to Charles. Charles, what's going on, man? Passenger side, baby. You're ready. You're ready to take off today, baby. Air Force One.
I just got out of work.
Let's do it. Are you ready for tonight?
Yes, I am. I'm going to watch it when I get home.
Yeah. Who do you got at 10, baby?
If the guy's not there, I would personally trade down and draft an offensive lineman. But if the Jets get a weapon, I wouldn't be too upset. My father might.
Okay.
My father thinks differently than me, so it is what it is. But
I love it. Now, Charles, do you have a question for Vinny? Vinny is live on location in Detroit, NFL Motown, right there. That he's ready. And he got Santa Jet right there, one of the biggest Jet fans and biggest representatives there are for the New York Jets.
Hey, Vinny, it's me, Charles. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. How's it going?
Who are we talking?
Charles.
Oh, Charles. What's happening, fella?
Nothing much, sir. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. We're just taking it all in. There's a lot going on. It's very hard to stay focused on
I can't wait for the draft tonight, man. I didn't even know where the draft was going to be this year. So I looked it up yesterday. So I looked it up today.
I love it. Charles, listen, man, we got a whole bunch of other callers. Let's go Jets, baby. Tonight, we're going to be live at 7 o'clock with Ira from Staten Island. We love you guys.
No problem, man.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Yeah, what's up, man? We got another special guest out here, Bobby. Bobby is a Giant fan. Are you ready?
Yeah, but I still cheer for the Jets. Okay.
Yes. I hear you.
Can you find some smelly Eagle fans out there? I gotta tell them something.
Any smelly Eagles fans?
I hate
There's
the
some
Eagles.
Eagles fans. They're flocking around somewhere.
I hate
They've been avoiding us. They've been
I
avoiding
know,
us since we beat them last year.
I know. I'm happy about that. I was going dancing. I was dancing that game. I was so happy for you guys.
Absolutely.
We played them twice, so we can't beat them twice. So these Giants are really good.
I'll
When
tell
they
you
got
I'll tell you what, Bobby. We played them for 50 years and we couldn't beat them. That was our first win against those guys.
Yeah, I know, but look, I'm just so furious what the Giants says. They got rid of Barkley, and then he goes to the smelly Eagles. Vinny, I talked to you before, right, Vinny?
Yes, sir. Yes, you have.
You're from New York, right?
Yes, sir.
What part of New York?
Upstate, Orange County. Originally came
Oh,
from-
I know that area. Yeah,
Yep.
that's how they get to New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to just call me Bobby, sir. I am an old man. You can see.
You got more hair than I do, man.
Hey, I'm an old man, though.
No, you're not.
Hey, you know who you remind me of a little bit?
Who's that?
You ever see Bad Dog, the Giants creator?
I have not. But I'm gonna
He's
look that
from
up.
He's from upstate New York. He looks exactly like you.
He's a very handsome guy. Bobby,
you
we're gonna go to the
at 7 o'clock today. You said?
Yes, sir. At 7 o'clock, we're gonna take callers at 7:30, but just up until 8 because then I turn into an animal. It's like the werewolf at a full moon.
Right.
I have to be on camera.
Who are you gonna have on before at 7? You said.
We're gonna have Ira from Staten Island, an enormous
Ira
huge Jets
sounds
fan.
familiar for some reason.
You'll know who he is. He is a beast. He is a monster. Anyway,
I know
Bobby.
Ira from New York. Okay. I'll
Love
see
you,
you guys later.
Take care.
Enjoy your draft, guys.
Love you,
Take
Bobby.
care.
All right. So we have another one, man. This one is a gem that normally comes on the show. And guys, this is Afram. Afram, welcome aboard, baby.
How's it in Detroit?
It's going good. It's going good.
I tell you what, the weather's beautiful. The people are remarkably nice. I did not expect this from Detroit, but everyone we meet, it's like it's this close to being as good as Green Bay. The people in Green Bay are overly friendly. These guys are fairly close.
They're fans. Everyone's a fan. This is a big day for everybody.
There's nothing like going to the NFL draft. Like, I grew up always, just like you guys, the draft was always at Radio City or it was at the Javits Center.
I went when it was at the Marquee.
The Marquee, but it wasn't as fan friendly as it is right there. Like when I went to Philly,
absolutely.
It was an event. Like, dude, you think today is special? Wait until tomorrow and the third day. It is like no other. You bump into different fans. You bar hop everywhere, and everyone is an enormous community. There's no hate. Like, there's a lot of fun banter back and forth. Man, I bumped into a Pats fan. We became best friends, and then when we became sober, we're like, we can't be anywhere near each other.
I was at the draft when they drafted Lagerman.
Wow, 89, right?
Yeah, that
89.
It wasn't a happy moment.
No, of course not.
But it was mostly it was in a movie theater basically, the Marquee. It was it was a lot of locals basically because that's how it came. I think the draft as the years progressed became more popular.
Yes, and you know what? I want to pose a question to Santa Jet Santa. And Afram, when was the last time that we had a top 3 defense and a firepower offense? Wasn't it 86? 86 was the last time that we could actually say that they both complemented each other that well.
For me, it was 86 and 82.
Yeah, 86 was probably the better, though, because that's when the sack exchange was really on fire. And, West was hitting his stride back then. I think we lost week 1, and then we won like 10 games in a row. But then, plagued with injuries, we lose the last 5 and the wild
Blecko went out. Lions went out. We couldn't stop the run. We couldn't stop anybody.
Yeah, that was horrible. The injuries killed us that year. But
Yeah, but 82 was a solid defense. They were all over. It's just we couldn't get past them offensively.
All I can remember about that season was being allowed to stay home from school after the AFC Championship game when we lost. I was crying so much, I got myself sick. I didn't go to school that Monday. My mother let me stay home. I was in
unfortunately,
first
I'm a little
grade,
older than you. I was at work. I had to hear it on the radio when I could get a chance.
Yeah, I think I was in first grade at that point.
I feel like an older. Oh man.
I was swimming in somewhere. I was swimming. So I don't want to say exact. I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to tell you where I was swimming at that point. But
how do you think I feel hanging around with Vinny all the time? My driver's license is older than him.
You know what, man? But isn't this going to be all worth it, fellas? All these turmoil years, all these quarterbacks going down. And once we finally hoist that Vince Lombardi trophy this February, right? This February, we're going to be so. It has to. It has to fall into our lap finally, man. Because enough is enough.
I'm trying to stay quiet about that because I'll get going on some tangent.
Come on. Yeah, I'm into that math, tangent, obtuse, all that stuff. Bring it in.
We are going to win the Super Bowl. It is so guaranteed. I got to get away from this crowd. They're going to start throwing rocks at me. It is not even a question. Last year, I booked the Super Bowl in April. I started in February this year. When I was out in Vegas, I told my wife, start making the phone calls. They won't accept my reservation. All of the hotels down in New Orleans are like, oh, no, we're booked. It's bullshit. Right. Zero chance they're booked a year in advance. They know I'm coming. Just in case, I bought tents. I'm going to camp out in the friggin' swamps down there. I'll live on crawfish if I have to. I'm just telling you right now, I'm going to be there in New Orleans this year when we win the I don't want to say bad words. It's
family show.
Yeah. I'm going to give it back to Vinny. I'm getting a little worked up.
I love it. Afram, listen, we're going to go to our next caller. Tune in tonight and come on tonight, my man, all right?
Let's walk down by the
All right, man.
Enjoy the draft, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Vinny, we're going to bring on one more caller because I know you guys are, you guys are just taking it all in. All right. One more. Here we go. VR. What's up? Yo, welcome to the show, VR.
Yo, what's going on? Yo,
how's it going, man?
Nostalgia, man. So I need
to
tell my story.
Go for it.
It's a great day, man. And I've been going to the draft since the Marriott Marquis, just like he was saying.
We got PFUFA.
Tell Jet Santa I met him in Vegas. We got a picture together.
I met you out in Vegas
last year.
Hey, they got to bring him. Jet Santa.
Oh yeah.
He said he met you out in Green Bay.
I met you out in Vegas at Jake Asmus. We took pictures together.
I can't see
the tattoo.
You know what? I'll 100% say you did, whether we did or we didn't, because I get in the zone and I don't know what the hell's going. Like right now, look, I run into. What up, people?
Whoa! Who's that? Jacksonville, right? Oh no, Detroit.
I'm the Pilgrim, Hall of Fame Lions fan. Nice to meet you, brother.
All right.
Nice to meet you, man.
So I'm in let's call it a fraternity, the PFUFA, Pro Football's Ultimate Fan Association. Okay. And this is my brother from the Lions. Damn right.
I love it. Well, that's the Super Bowl matchup. That's the Super Bowl matchup.
Here.
That's it. Yep.
We got some Cowboys.
Lions.
Got some
man.
birds. Got it.
Not the birds. No, definitely not the birds.
VR, tell us a little bit about you, man. How'd you become a Jet fan?
So I grew up in Brooklyn, and my father took me to my first game in Shea Stadium. It was the last game. It was December 1983. And we played the Steelers. And we lost. But as a kid, I ran onto the field after the game, and I had a piece of turf, and was on the 7th train going home with that piece of turf in my lap. Everybody was looking at me on the train like, what is this kid doing? And that was my first memory. It was the last game at Shea Stadium, and before we moved to the Meadowlands. I became a fan, and that was it. I mean, I just fell in love with the Jets, and I go back to Ken O'Brien, I go back to Freeman McNeil. I remember the Mud Bowl, and AJ Huey and the interceptions and all that kind of stuff. The sack exchange, man. I mean, all of the misery and the agony of defeat throughout all the years, '98, and I mean, Vinny Testaverde with his Achilles, and then reliving that again with A-Rod last year, man. It's just
But the good thing about last year, the good thing about last year, it's kind of reminiscent of what happened in '99 when Vinny went down, right? But with last year, it's kind of different because when Vinny came back in 2000, we feel like, you know what, maybe he lost a step, which he did. I think with Aaron Rodgers, the injury that he had with an Achilles injury, with the modern medicine that we have, he is so far advanced right now. He's probably 4 months healthier than any other person, like athlete, even Dan Marino when he tore up his Achilles, Vinny. I think he's so far ahead into it. It's like we're going to get Green Bay Packer 2010 Aaron Rodgers for this season. And the beauty of this is, wrapping it all together, you have a GM in Joe Douglas that knows what he has. There is lightning in this bottle that we caught. So tonight at 10, there can be only a litany of selections. Move up, move down, get like a haul for number 10. But to me, I'm telling you, fellas, he is going to move heaven and earth to move up to number 4 and get ourselves Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm telling you. And I don't care about next year's first rounder. Listen, VR, you've been a Jet fan for a very long time. How many first round busts have we had? Blair Thomas, Vernon Golston, D. Milner, Kyle Wilson. I don't care. I don't care about that. This is a sure shoe-in. Go for the gusto. This is where you have, like I said to Jet Santa, when was the last time that as a Jet fan we could say we are one player away? We are one player away, guys. We're one player away.
Joe Douglas has put us in a position where we don't have to operate in desperation.
Right.
We were originally scarce at offensive line, and he put us in a position to not be, desperate for an offensive lineman. We got the best left tackle in the league. We got Morgan Moses back. We got John Simpson. I mean, we have a solid offensive line, so we're not in a desperation mode there. We have talent in the wide receivers. We got Mike Williams. We're not desperate there either. So whatever we pick, it's going to be in operating in strength as opposed to being desperate or weak. Right. And so all the teams are going to come to us. They're going to come with their draft scenarios, and we're going to have to pick of the litter. That's what I think.
I agree 100%, and listen, fellas, at Detroit, what else do you see over there? What other fans do you see there? What other fans?
Everyone.
Do you see a Miami Dolphin fans? I got some things to say to them.
Yeah, we should throw a fish at them. There's a Dolphins fan on that line. I don't know where he is.
Throw some bait at them. Throw some bait.
We got some Patriots fans.
Oh, Patriots. It's been fun, fellas. It's been real. Now
see you at the bottom.
Bye-bye. Bring the brooms out.
There are fans of every single team here. The amount of people, it's unbelievable.
All right, I'm going to bring up another. I'm going to bring up another fan. VR. No, you stay right there, VR. Here we go. Johnny, welcome to the show, baby.
Hey, what's going on? What up, on? What's going on, guys?
What's happening? ¿Qué es lo que pasa, hermanos? ¿Qué es lo que pasa acá, vivo de la Argentina, hermano? How's everybody doing?
Hola.
Oye,
El gato es grande, mucho grande, el gato.
El gato.
¿Dónde está mi biblioteca?
Hey, de aquí, de Ecuador. Somos hermanos ahí, lo mismo que está ahí, ya tú sabes.
Vamos, carajo.
I don't know. I can't hear what he's saying, though.
So Johnny, come on, what got you into the Jets, man? I see you on Aspen, and I'm like, yo, man, I gotta get him on the show. I gotta get him on the show. So thank you for hopping aboard, brother.
I appreciate it, man. So my father, You know, me and my pops. I'm originally from Long Island, right? I grew up in Hempstead, where Hofstra was right there. My father worked for the Garden City Hotel back in the day, right? So a lot of the Jets used to live in the Garden City Hotel. So I was meeting people like at a young age, had no idea who they were, anything like that at all. And Hofstra was there, right? So my family members worked at Hofstra, so he was always at the Jets practices. And my pops is the only Jet fan, right? So everybody else is Giants. I don't know why out in Long Island, but you know,
No idea.
but that's what did it. I mean, now myself, my kids, my wife, real cool thing. Like VR knows. I told my wife, I was like, we can't get married if you don't become a Jets, Mets, Rangers, or Knicks. You know, so she knew that. And then the fandom kept going even more because then my pop started working for Hess. He knew John Hess, which was cool. You know, Leon was older, was the guy, so was the dad, and it went from there, man. So I've been a fan ever since, a tortured fan, but I feel like with this draft this time around, it's more relaxing, man. Like I'm not stressing over the draft. I'm not like we need this guy, we need that guy. At the end of the day, whoever JD gets, I think we're good. We're gonna be good, and it'll be a person that you know they have high on their draft board. I gotta give a quick shout out to Dano. He put me on to your actual stream, so I appreciate that. Right, so I wanted to come show some love because I see you always on the other chats and stuff like that. Right, so come through and show some love. But I'm ready, man. I'm going to I live in Virginia Beach, so we have a huge Jets club out here. Like it's like 1,000 strong, right? And they're all meeting tonight, so pretty excited.
Yeah, my little brother's down there. He's a retired Navy guy. He's now working for a contractor, and they just moved him down to Virginia Beach. Where'd you say that's going to be? I want to send him over there.
Yeah, AJ Gators on Shore Drive. It's the only one.
AJ Gators on Shore Drive. I'm going to shoot him a text as soon as we're done here. I want him to know we got a Jet stronghold down there.
Yeah, listen, Virginia Jets Club. It's the only club out here in the 757.
Listen, guys, I'm going to bring up another Bobby here very quickly because I want to get back onto the Hofstra days. I got to tell you stories about that. But Bobby wants to say hello to VR and Johnny.
All
right, Bobby, you're back on.
Hey guys, Johnny and VR, how you doing?
Bobby,
Johnny, you got so lucky last night. You got to talk to Evan last night. I was so
Oh, I know Evan. I've known him for a long time.
I called him in all the time on WFEN with Craig Carter when they were together. Nice. I really don't want to talk to Tiki Barber because I'm not a big fan of his.
He's a giant.
Because what he did to Eli Manning, remember he threw him up into the bus?
Not good.
Yeah.
And when he retired, guess what happened? I was doing the dance. They won 2 Super Bowls without him, so he should pipe down and pipe down. I like Eli Manning. VR, the Yankees won yesterday.
I know. Let's go, Yankees. Let's go.
Can you show your tattoo yet?
What?
Show your tattoo. Show them that's a Jet tattoo.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
That's awesome.
And Jake Gasman is in Las Vegas today.
No, is he in Vegas or in Detroit?
Yeah, he's with Gator and Rat Diddy. You know Gator and Rat Diddy?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, awesome. They're over there. They're going to have fun tonight. I'm going to come over and see you at 7, though. Thank you for letting me talk to Johnny and VR. You guys are awesome.
So listen, fellas, getting back to Hofstra, like I grew up in Brooklyn in Queens, and I didn't know anything about Long Island. Nothing. I had nothing. Long Island to me was like going to some part in Argentina. Like it's like, all right, we don't go there. But when I finally got a job out there, dude, I kid you not, I was 2 minutes away from Hofstra. dude, my lunch breaks, I would go and watch. You know, again, Herman Edwards, Parcells, all the greats, man. It was a dream come true. It was so different back then. You didn't need to like download a ticket, or you just show up.
You showed up. Yep.
You just enjoyed and took it all in, dude. We had Westhoff about 2 weeks ago, and I told him the story, and he validated it. So check this out. I was on a date. Obviously, as Jet fans, where do we bring our dates? To training camp. So I brought this girl here to training camp. We're walking and whatnot. And all of a sudden, one of the punters, man, Matt Turk. Matt Turk shanks it. And it's going towards the fans, and everybody just spreads away. Dude, that thing fell right on me. Boop. And everybody's clapping. Security guard came running. He's like, yo, give me back that ball. I'm like, all right, you know what? I don't want to cause anything. I threw it back. Herman Edwards comes running. He's like, give him back that ball. He fair caught it. That's a Jet. And he told everybody, he's like, learn to fair catch like that son of a bitch right there. So I caught it. I have that ball. Where are you? It's over there. It's right there. Dude, it was awesome. And Westhoff's like, yo, I remember that. That was you? I'm like, yeah, that was me.
You got some more Jets fans?
Oh, where's the fans at? Yo, come in.
Got the Jets here. Let's go. Who's on here?
Let's go,
baby.
Let's go.
Jets afterburners, baby.
Excited or what?
Yeah. You guys get a picture of all of you by the Jets out there? Okay, good.
Tell them what's the expectation? What's the expectation? What do they think?
What do you guys think we're doing at 10? What do you think we're doing at 10?
Oh, Doomsday. I'm thinking of Doomsday, baby. We're getting a pass catcher. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're going to come up with. If he's there.
No riders. Let's go.
Yeah, off the Bears.
All right, listen.
That was the sexy pick. That's what everybody's saying. But I think it's going to be on Doomsday.
I want to ask you guys. I want to ask.
It's not a pick as it is. So what are we giving up? Next year's first?
Yes. Yeah. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? Hold on a second. If you're going to move to 4 and get yourself Marvin Harrison Jr., who cares about next year? Let's win a Super Bowl now. We're one player away from the one. We got to forget about. Listen clearly. Listen clearly. The moment we won, we got Aaron Rodgers. We mortgaged the future. It's to win the Super Bowl now. Forget about next year. Yeah. If we can get Marvin Harrison to line up opposite of Garrett Wilson, you wouldn't take that?
We're taking. I mean, if he drops to 5, I mean, you got to go all the way up to 4. That's a QB haul.
Is going from 10 to 5? Is it only going to cost next year's 1, or is it going to be more than that?
No, it's going to be next year's 1 and both of our 4th rounders.
Is that better than trading up to 7 or 8 for a Doomsday or Neighbors though? Those are guys.
Much better.
You like
much
it?
Better.
Okay, I respect that. I would personally rather move up for second year guys, but either way, I want to come up with a receiver.
But listen, for both of you guys, man, much respect. You guys are representing the JETS with pride, baby.
I see you guys on there at home right now, putting in work, so we appreciate you.
You got it. Jets Afterburners, baby. Go Jets.
Enjoy it, baby.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm asking everything because these past 30 years, they have taken so much. I want to trade all of that to number 4 and get everything that we need in Marvin Harrison Jr.
And you know what? Hopefully 32, I mean, next year's first is going to be 32, right? Because we're going to win the Super Bowl. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to give the Gary V nod here, man. Gary V.
Yeah. So
my biggest.
They get a picture of you two. Hold your point.
I've been saying it for a minute. We have no idea what mine is of Tyron Smith and Morgan Moses. They could really, truly be like, you know what? I love what you guys are doing here.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I made the bag. I'm going to stay. I want to work
Absolutely.
and do what Trent Williams did over there in San Francisco.
Yes.
So,
Exactly.
I mean, I'm with it. I would love to bring Marvin Harrison because I'm a Georgia fan, dude. And I keep saying to this day, if Marvin Harrison would not get injured during that game, they would have went ahead and beat Georgia and went to the bowl and went to the Natty and probably would have
trying to convince the Cardinals fans now.
Oh, all right. Bring the Cardinal fan in here. Let's see. Because everybody in the chat.
Your thoughts on the Jets trading up with the Cardinals for Marvin Harrison?
Oh, listen. Listen. You better be able to give us something good if you want to come up to number 4 to get Marvin.
Are you ready? Right? Are you ready?
It's a business move for the Cardinals. I'm here on a business trip, right?
Yes, sir.
So I got 4. My roommate here is a Viking fan, so they got something to give to me, right? I can get an 11, right? 27.
Yeah.
What else we got in there? 23.
Right.
35. Man, that's a hard business deal to give up.
All right, let me give you my scenario. Let me give you my scenario.
Look what Houston did last year. Come on.
We'll give you 10. We'll give you 10 this year. We'll give you the first rounder next year, and we'll give you both of our fourth rounders.
No. Because if we're gonna give up Marvin, we need some assets.
All right. Who do you want? Who do you want?
I need two twos today.
You want two? We don't have any twos.
Either that, or you got to give me an early two. Excuse me, or an early two.
Next year.
What about it?
And the next year one.
What about
you would take it?
And next year's 3.
And we'll give you everything. We'll give you everything. We just want Marvin Harrison in the Super Bowl.
Wait. You guys are ready to push in the chips, right?
Everything's in there, man. Everything's in there. I know it's Detroit. But it feels like Vegas
no
from here,
what,
man.
Though, bunch of fan unity out here. It doesn't matter what's going to happen. It's going to be a good day for all of us fans.
Absolutely. Yo, man, listen, I'm all the way back. You remember Neil Lomax?
Of course I do.
Is that your favorite all-time Cardinal quarterback, or is it Kurt Warner?
Woo.
It's tough.
That's a tough one.
Quarterback. Man, that's kind of tough. That's kind of tough. I'm going to have to say Kurt only because we really haven't had much other success.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's not like we have a whole history of success, at least in the current era.
Neither do we.
So,
but it was a pleasure, man.
Hey, good luck, guys. Hey,
got it.
Jets are coming out. They're coming out to AZ this year.
We'll see you. We'll see you at 4 tonight.
Hey,
we'll see you at 4 tonight.
Pleasure, thank you.
I remember
he's the fan of the year. Trying to get the bag.
I love it.
Yep, he definitely is.
Signola trying out field goal. Every far right.
Always, man. Always.
I don't know for that.
Yeah, man. It's those memories. You can't get rid of those memories out of the head, man.
A lot of energy out there. A lot of energy out there.
I love it.
A lot of energy.
It's the best.
It's popping out there.
Gentlemen, listen, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to be live tonight at 7 p.m. with Ira from Staten Island. 7:30, we're taking calls. Again, I'm just trying to burn as much time up until the draft. You guys want to call in, by all means. Spread the word. Jets Afterburners podcast. We're going to have a lot of guests coming up. We have Craig Harton.
We'll try to call in from the inner circle right around before 8 o'clock when we're on the clock.
Let's do it. I'm in.
Let's do it.
All right. So, listen, I am so, I'm amped. I'm so amped, and every Jet fan should be. So, guys, thank you so much for coming on today. My shows are normally at night, but I thank you all, Johnny, VR, Vinny, Jet Santa. You always represent us well, man. I got to get to those tailgates because you throw down, buddy. You throw down.
Yeah, man. Go to @JetGreenSanta on Instagram, and there's a ton of food pics and stuff there. It'll change your life.
Hey, your brother AJ Gators on Shore Drive.
Definitely. Oh, you know what I heard you say before? You insisted your wife be a Jet fan.
Yep.
I kicked it up a notch. Mine and my wife's wedding rings are emeralds.
Wow.
The Jet fan was non-negotiable. I mean, you're not even in the equation if you're not a Jet fan. But when I proposed to her with a 3-carat emerald, she didn't know how to feel about it, but of course she said yes.
Absolutely.
Yo, guys, I have a question. If you guys can, where's Jet Santa at? Listen, before we go, because I'm rehabbing from a serious knee injury, can you guys give me a JETS just before we go out?
Oh, fuck you! Yes, of course, sir. There we go.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.